I will be coming to you more often with facts concerning Northern South Abaco. And they woke me up when I saw Hubert Ingram and Darren Henfield walking into Maxwell's to ask the bagman for Southern Central Abaco blessing. And I remembered that North and South Abaco families died in the hurricane. And the same Darren Henfield that Hubert Ingram is walking his hand into Maxwell's to ask the bagman for the F&M to support Darren Henfield. You had people from South Abaco and Central that they couldn't find their loved ones. They couldn't have a decent burial. South and Central Marsh Harbour and Abaco. Remember that Darren Henfield had armed bodyguards, the police and defense force, from having you to say goodbye to your loved ones. You were not allowed to get close to the casket. This is the same Darren Henfield that was in Maxwell's on the 2nd of April with Hubert Ingram holding hands. Remember, Marsh Harbour, you still haven't had a decent burial for your loved ones, and they don't care who lived and who died. And today, where was Hubert Ingram during the burial? We had 2 memorials. He didn't give a hell whether you live or die then. His only interest is regaining power, not for the people of North and South Abaco. Hubert Ingram is interested, him and Darren Henfield, for gaining power for themselves, and they'll be back in Nassau, and you'll see them in between trip laughing at us once again. How is it that Darren Henfield disallowed the people of South and Central Abaco to get close to the casket? After 9 months, Darren Henfield was responsible for Abaco. 9 months, Darren Henfield wouldn't let you get your loved ones' bodies out the trailer. Let them rot and stink for 9 months because of Kai Mills' aggressiveness and keep the camera. Darren Henfield had the police and defense force push me back every time I go to do a video of your loved one's dead body in the trailer. This is the same Darren Henfield that just came from Dundestown. Now he's in Maxwell's asking after he was totally and soundly rejected by the people of North Abaco because we knew he's that bad. South Abaco, you had to be watching. This is the same man that couldn't bury your dead, that kept the materials hidden in the bushes. This is the same Darren Henfield that Hubert Ingram is presenting to the people of South and Central. My job is to remind you of how worthless and good for nothing and weightless Darren Henfield was and still is, that in 9 months he couldn't bury the dead. People think that it was Hubert Minnis that withheld, but Hubert Minnis, 3rd strongest minister in the weightless F&M government during the COVID-19, was Darren Henfield. And he shunned us. He scorned us. Now, you want to come to Marsh Harbour. I shall not forget. I shall not forget. I will not forget. And I shall and I will remind you of the same Darren Henfield that couldn't bury you dead and disallowed you to get close to your casket, kept the bodyguards, the police and defense force, gun held, pushing you back from saying goodbye to your loved ones. Jesus. 9 months after the most devastating hurricane, Darren Henfield is coming back to say, vote for Darren Henfield, South and Central. I say no, South and Central. Let Hubert vote. See, Hubert can't vote for himself, and Darren can't vote for himself. Kai can vote for himself because Kai still cares. That's why he's here.